last week.
Yeah, I mean, it's the way we've been rolling for a bit. It's not something that we've made a massive issue of and sort of put it out there in the press. But Danny Kirmond's been captain in the side when Bloody got injured. He spent 4 to 5 weeks on the sideline, and he spent a number of games on the bench this year. And we just felt that internally, having spoken with Steve, he's sort of happy to relinquish the role and concentrate very much on his own game and fitness. He felt he wasn't having the impact as a captain that perhaps he might have done due to the fact that he's spent time off the field injured and he's spent time on the bench, and we want to try and get the most out of him as an individual and a player. So that's something that we have changed, and we probably changed. We probably changed a couple of weeks ago, but no one's really picked up on it, and we didn't go out there and announce it. But we probably felt the time right with the home game coming up that we'll let everybody know that Steve's relinquished the role, and we've handed it on to Danny. Danny, who was vice captain, and we feel he's really grown into the role. We feel that when at the start of the year, he got a couple of opportunities to captain the side over a number of weeks, and it coincided with a real upspurt in form for him. And I think his stature within the group during that time has grown, and he took on the responsibility and the mantle of being captain extremely well. And we think it's had a hugely positive impact on his game and a big impact on the group in terms of his leadership. So we've sort of rubber stamped it and made it permanent for the rest of this year, and promoted Richie Mathers up to vice captain. Richie has captained the side once this year, and he's very much a very influential member of our group. So we've made that sort of fairly permanent. It's not been something that's caused too many waves internally. It's something that we've been rolling with that for a number of weeks now, and it's just sort of made it a little bit more official and permanent and put it out there so everybody knows.
How important do you think the captain is to a team? Because I guess you've got the captain's armband on, you've got certain leader aspects in the team anyway.
I think leadership's important. I think leadership's incredibly important, and throwing all the responsibility onto one person is probably a trend that's moved out of the game a fair while ago now, and that a lot of teams and clubs will look to a group, whether you want to put that group in a basket and put the term leadership group around it, or whether just as a coach the 4, 5, 6 players are who you can sort of turn to that steer your ship. They don't necessarily have to sit in an official group or party with a label around them, but we do have a leadership group, and Steve's still part of that, as is Danny, as is Rich, and we've got another couple of guys in there as well. And they are important to our team. They have a weekly meeting about some of the good things and bad things that we've done during the week. They have their own review of the game, and we have feedback through them to our coaches. And as a coaching staff, we will, we'll also run things by them, about our programme, about our team, about our tactics, and we get a good feel and an opinion of how the boys are thinking, and we work in tandem with them. Don't always listen to them, but yeah, that's something that we've been doing all year, and it's something that I've used in the past. With other teams.
Is it just until the end of the season and then assess what happens at the end of the season?
Oh no,
it's a long time.
That's a long time away. You're asking a coach or something, we'll look at it and assess it at the end of the year, and at the start of next year we'll probably have some more workshops and come up with a new group to take us forward next year. But for this year, our group's still intact, and in this instance it's simply transferring the captaincy probably to someone that's been on the field and doing the role more often than the guy that had the C next to his name at the start of the year. But it's not a huge issue for us, as I say. It's the way we've been rolling for a while now, and we're just sort of making it a little bit more official and permanent, and I think it's a terrific accolade for Danny, being a local kid as well. He's a Charleston boy. So this is very much his hometown club, and I think it's an extremely proud moment for Danny, and for his family. His dad himself were a local amateur player in the area. I'm sure he'll be extremely proud, that his son's captain in his local team.
Do you think Steve will benefit from having that responsibility taken away from him?
Yes. Yes, I do. Yeah, I do. I think Steve's he's had one or two little niggly injuries that have kept him off the field, and all this has coincided with he's a new guy with a young family. His wife's given birth over here, moving to a different country. He's moved house as well. He's been over here and settling in. Without really delving into Steve's personal life, settling in. He's probably found it a bit more difficult than some, which is understandable. He's moving to the other side of the world, a new baby on the rise, and he's had to contend with one or two nagging little injuries in there. And I think I know how he feels. I know how he feels being off the field. Sometimes as a voice in the team, and he's new to the team as well, and wanting to establish his position in there, it's very difficult to be a voice when perhaps he's not been having the amount of time on the field and quality time that he would have liked. So we were keen for him to concentrate on getting himself back to his fighting weight, if you like, getting himself right off the field and on the field to get the most out of him and as a player. We just felt that asking for the responsibility of leading the team as well, and the other things that come with that. There's plenty of other things away from the actual football, if you like, that is required of the captain, and he felt it a little bit, and we could see him feeling it. So we had a chat with him, and we decided it was probably the best way to go. Boys have been very supportive, and as I said, it's very much not been a massive issue within the club.